Alright, so welcome to the planning for the Lavaridge Gym Triathletes. So we've got Triathlete Geraldine and Triathlete Jace. I just lost a little bit of the footage, so that we've got like a half a plan going on here for Geraldine, but I'll just run down it real quick and we'll continue from there. So she leads with Tangela. Tangela has Lumberry, Sleep Powder, Solar Beam, Ancient Power, and Hidden Power Fire. Our plan for that is Muck. We're going to use Muck with Sludge Bomb. Give him a Lumberry for the Sleep Powder. Hope it wastes a turn on that. And then that would bring out Altaria. So for Altaria, our plan is to switch on an Earthquake to Dugong with a Citrus Berry and use Aurora Beam. So that's our plan there. And then it would bring out Magmar, as you can kind of see down here. So I'm going to just check out the box, and I'm going to see what I got going on. Hariyama is good, but he's at the level cap, so I can't use him. Heat Wave, Cross Chop, Thunder Punch, and Solar Beam. So ground types are out because of Solar Beam. Rock types are out because of Cross Chop. Thunder Punch. There is an interesting case for okay, so I did a little bit of thinking about this over the weekend, or not over the weekend, earlier this week, and I put Magcargo in there. What was Magcargo supposed to do? Did I forget about Cross Chop? Was he for Magmar? That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know what he was about. Oh, he was for Tangela. Because he's neutral to the Solar Beam. Yeah, no, you're not coming. Sorry, buddy. Let's place him in here. Let's grab this Dugong we're going to use. So far we have Muck and Dugong as our, yeah, my cargo doesn't get a lot of use, but I'm sure he's going to be useful at some point. Dustox we're not going to bring to this one. Let's see. Now, who do we have for this Magmar is the question. So let's check out the boxes. There's an interesting case to be made for Camerupt, I think. Because I could EQ, could Earthquake, and he is Fire Ground, which makes him neutral to the Solar Beam. He's basically neutral to everything except Heat Wave. He's a little tanky. Let's see his stats. 110 HP, 63 defense, 83 special defense. I think Camerupt is the answer for Magmar. And he's going to be switching in on a Thunder Punch, which is just a totally free switch. So yeah, let's get Camerupt in here. Also with a Citrus Berry, I think, because there's no risk of anything there. Alright, so if we KO the Magmar with Camerupt, obviously it's going to bring in Nidoqueen. And let's check out this Nidoqueen set. Flamethrower, Ice Beam, Earthquake, Poison Fang. What do I want to use on this Nidoqueen? I could just try to use Camerupt still and Earthquake it, right? What are my other options? A water type, Ice Beam, Earthquake, Poison Fang. Do I like Kingler here? Oh, I think I do. I think I like Kingler here a lot. What's it going to switch into, though? So it's probably going to be an Earthquake, which I don't know if Kingler is happy about switching in on. I think we try Kingler. I think Kingler is a good idea. Switch on Earthquake to Kingler. Also Citrus, and we could use anything really. We could use Mud Shot. Let's see. Okay. So I think that's what we're going to try. And we have our plan. So let's see how it goes. Alright, we got Tangela. We got Muck. Sunlight is strong. Alright, so we're going to go for a Sludge Bomb here. Hidden Power Fire. We should take that. In the sun, it's going to be... Okay, see? That's fine. Almost one shot. Hidden Power Fire again. Get that out of the way. Alright, and we got Altaria. So just consulting the plan real quick. We are going to switch on an Earthquake to Altaria now. Okay. So let's switch to... Oh no, I'm sorry. We're switching on an Earthquake to Dugong for Altaria. That is so fine. So fine. Then we're going to Aurora Beam. We outspeed, which is a bonus. Clean. Magmar. Now for Magmar, we are going to switch on a Thunder Punch to Camerupt, and we're going to Earthquake. Okay, this should be Thunder Punch, I'm hoping. Oh, Solar Beam. Okay, that's fine too. That's neutral. That's a lot. More than I hoped. I'm sure he'll outspeed us, but we should take another one. Oh, Cross Chop. That's odd. Okay. See if we get a one-shot with this. That would be nice. Otherwise, we're going to have to improvise a little bit. Oh, okay. We get it. Alright, now we got Nidoqueen. Eat the citrus, which is nice. A little bonus. Now we're going to go into the Crab. The Crab. Earthquake. Now, I don't know how much this is going to do. That's a lot. And I'm probably not going to... I don't know if I outspeed this Nidoqueen. I have better physical attack. I have really a lot of choices here. Crabhammer is stab, but this uses my physical attack, so I think I'm gonna Mud Shot. Okay. That's a 2-shot, and that should let me outspeed. Leftovers. Hopefully this is still a 2-shot after leftovers. Wow. That went really smoothly. Okay. So, and I can't believe this, I have to go back to the other layout. Alright, so that's Geraldine done. Now we have Jace. Dugtrio. Earthquake, Sludge Bomb, Rock Slide, Tri-Attack. I think we talked about using Marsh Tomp for this. Or Whiscash. I think Whiscash is actually a higher level, so I think Marsh Tomp is the right choice here. We'll switch that for Gardevoir for now. Seviper is a poison type, so Marshtomp is actually... No, Solar Beam. Okay. Seviper, Solar Beam, Flamethrower, Poison Tail, and Earthquake. That's Seviper's tough, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's pull up this and change. So now we got Triathlete Jace. Julio. Nope. Jace. Clear these out. Alright, we got Swampert in there. Alright, so let's say we KO Dugtrio with Swampert. What does that bring? Brings Rapidash. What's up with Rapidash? Why are we switching to Rapidash? Solar Beam. Alright, so then we're looking at switching something on a Solar Beam. I could switch to my own Rapidash, but it will outspeed me because they have good IVs. Man, this Rapidash is a problem. How did I beat the last Rapidash? I can't use a poison type because of the drill run. It's got a Lumberry, so I can't toxic it. Who do I even have? Crobat will outspeed it, but then it'll get wild charged. I think Magcargo would actually be good for Dodrio. Call me crazy. So we'll switch Camerupt. What about Gramble? I do have one idea. So, Drill Run makes it dangerous for, like, Muck, right? But Drill Run is a ground type move, which is physical in this game. So, if I bring Gyarados instead of you, and then I bring Muck, who has Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb's pretty strong. So a neutral Sludge Bomb I can take it down with if it can't Drill Run me to death. So I have Swampert killing Dugtrio, which brings in Rapidash. Then I have Swampert. So then it's going to go for Solar Beam. So I can switch on the Solar Beam to Gyarados and get an Intimidate off. Then it's going to Wild Charge, so I can switch to Lantern. And then it will... What will it do against the Lantern? It won't Wild Charge the Lantern. It'll Solar Beam, which I can switch back to Gyarados. No, Gyarados can't take Solar Beams. He resists its neutral. That's not good enough. Oh, okay. I have to use Muck, too. Okay. This is going to sound really complicated, but I think it might work. I'm baiting a Solar Beam. I switch to Muck. Muck baits a Drill Run. I switch to Gyarados, who is immune. I bait the Wild Charge. I switch back to Lantern. I bait the Solar Beam. I switch to Muck. I switch back to Gyarados. And I Intimidate, spam it down until it's weak. Then I bring in Muck. It can't Drill Run Muck to death because Muck is bulky and it has like 6 Intimidates. And then I can take it out with Sludge Bombs. So where does that leave me is the question. So let's say Muck KOs the Rapidash. That brings in Seviper. I don't want to plan overly on this one. I just want to kind of try it and see what happens. So let's switch over. Alright, now we're fighting Dugtrio, Marshtomp, and I think we go for a hard Hydro Pump here. It's a decent chunk of damage, but this should also be a decent chunk of damage. Nice. Now the second one we're going to Muddy Water instead. We'll live another one of those, right? So activates our Citrus Berry at the end of the turn. Easy enough. And now here comes the Rapidash. Okay, so here comes the convoluted part, right? We're going to Muck on the Solar Beam. That does nothing. That's fine. Now we're baiting the Earthquake. So we switch to Gyarados. Intimidate. Oh, Overheat. Okay, that's unfortunate. I still resist that, but that's a lot of damage. Oh no, that kind of throws a kink in the plan. I thought for sure he was gonna Earthquake. What's he want to do to Gyarados, right? The electric move. So we switch here. Now it's the Solar Beam again. So we switch back to Muck. That's fine. Now if it's Overheat, we have more health on... you have Thick Fat. Oh my gosh. Alright, so Overheat should do very little. And a recoil damage is fine. Okay, now this should be baiting another Solar Beam, right? Or a Wild Charge. Oh, that's a mistake. Solar Beam is neutral, so it should be Wild Charge. So I'm going to risk Swampert here on this prediction. Okay, worked out. Now we get back into Muck. We need to be intimidating it. Here. This is not working because Muck... This is not working because Muck does not bait a ground type move. Lantern would though. So that baits that, and then we switch into Gyarados, Intimidate. But he's still baiting Overheat? And a crit. Okay. That's so crazy to me. I guess Overheat is just that strong that it just, everything baits it. Okay. We live a Wild Charge, and okay. Alright, well that's, the plan is completely out the window now. Alright, so let's bail on that. That's not working. So, Rapidash is fast. It's faster than everything that I have, except for Crobat, pretty much. And like Jumpluff. Hold on, let me switch back to my other view real quick. Okay. So, Swampert works fine for Dugtrio. That's not an issue. However, this whole Muck Gyarados shit does not work. Because Muck doesn't bait the right move. It baits Overheat. Do I have anything else with Thick Fat is a question that I could ask myself. I think Grumpig has Thick Fat. Has Thick Fat. It also has Stellar Special Defense. Let's level up Grumpig to 41. And see what that does for us. Miss Piggy. 37. Psychic is great. That is what we want. That's perfect. Okay. Good, strong move. 41. Okay. So, Grumpig has Thick Fat. So we are in with whom? If we KO Rapidash with Grumpig, it's gonna bring out Seviper, always. Seviper, Solar Beam, Poison Tail. Poison is weak to Psychic. Why would it bring him out? I have Thick Fat for Flamethrower. I guess it could do... Poison Tail is weak against me. It could do Earthquake or Solar Beam, but Grumpig is pretty... Grumpig probably one-shots with Psychic. I don't think Grumpig can kill Rapidash. I think even with Thick Fat, it's going to do too much damage. We can try it, though. And then Seviper, we can just kill with a Psychic on Grumpig. And then Dodrio comes out, we switch to Magcargo on any random attack, and then go from there. Let's just give it a shot. Alright, Jace. I think we just muddy water. For a 2-shot. That way we don't risk missing. Okay, brings out Rapidash. This could be anything, but we think it's going to be Solar Beam, right? So we go to Muck, which we know baits Overheat. So we switch into Grumpig, which has Thick Fat. Still does a lot. And we Psychic. Lives a second Overheat, right? No crits, no crits. How much is a Psychic doing? Wow. We could get a crit too. I'm actually kind of unhappy about that because I wanted to know if this plan was going to work. Citrus. Psychic again. I outspeed the Seviper. This should one-shot, I think. Yeah, I would have been surprised if it didn't. And then Dodrio. Go to Magcargo. It's too successful. Yeah, Grumpig carries. And we Ancient Power here. This is neutral, I think. Yeah. Oh, burned. It's got a Lumberry. That's fine. And that is Triathlete Jace. You know, they get crits sometimes. I get crits sometimes. I'm pretty unhappy about that, though. Because I wanted to test out the strategy and see if it actually worked. Alright, so that was the Triathletes. Next up, we're going to do Beauty Danielle and maybe try to do Pokemaniac Axel in the same episode. I'd like to do 2 trainers per episode if that works out. So, yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.